Guys, this is a chin chin recipe you want to try out. This chin chin is soft and so tasty. And the amazing thing is that I didn't use baking powder, I didn't use egg, but it came out soft, melt in the mouth. Have you enjoyed that kind of chin chin that once you throw it in the mouth, it just melts in your mouth? Like it's a melt in the mouth chin chin, crunchy, and once you drop it in your mouth, it melts like that feel. So what we need is our flour, okay? So as you guys can see, I'm transferring it into a sieve and I'm going to sieve the flour. Okay, it's very important you don't omit this particular process. Okay, we have to trap unwanted particles, okay, from the flour, because the truth is that when you get this flour, okay, the tendency of you seeing particles in the flour is high. So that is why it's very important that you don't skip this part. So make sure that you sift your flour, okay, to get rid of unwanted particles. So guys, I want you to try this change. I know why I'm saying it and why I'm repeating it, okay? And you're definitely going to love this one because this recipe is one in town. It's a very, very easy recipe and is a recipe like that you don't need too much to do, but you're going to get an amazing result. So as you guys can see, I'm still sifting the flour. Like I said, don't skip this part. You need to have something like this so that when you're making your pastries, your snack, you can always sift your flour. So after sifting our flour, this is what we have. The next thing is to add powdered milk, then sugar goes in. The next is salt. After adding salt, you're going to be adding vanilla flavor powder. Then we have grated nutmeg. Okay, then you're going to combine the dry ingredients together. So this recipe is very, very simple and easy to come up with. I want you to try this chin chin recipe. You're going to love it. Like we don't need too much, but it came out so yummy. So take your time to combine the ingredients together. Then next, we're going to be adding margarine. Okay, and you're going to be rubbing the margarine into the flour. You're going to be mixing the margarine and rubbing everything together to get a crumbly flour texture. Okay guys, so just take your time rubbing the margarine into the flour. So if you've not made chin chin before, just take your time to watch this video to the end. Or if you've been enjoying chin chin and the ones you enjoy are the strong ones, okay, I think you should give this one a try because you're definitely going to love it. And you don't really need too much. Like for your chin chin to be soft, you don't really need baking powder, guys. I'm telling you, and take this from me, and I want you to try this out. I'm going to be leaving the measurement in the description, but just take your time to watch this so that you can be able to get every process, okay, of the way. And guys, you're going to come back and thank me later. That is just the truth. I'm not over exaggerating. Like I'm just telling you the pure truth. So this is how the flour is going to look like. Okay, so you're going to be adding water in bits. What did I say? Water in bits. Little by little, you add the water, you mix, you don't add at the same time. Like I said, all the measurements, okay, will be seen in the description, right? The ingredient and the measurement will be seen in the description, but just take your time to watch this video to the end. So as you add water, you mix, you add water, you mix till you get a non-sticky dough. Guys, I'm super excited to share this recipe. You know, let me share with you a story. I made this recipe, then I sent some to my daughter, okay, in the dormitory. Okay, so like 3 days later, I went to visit my daughter, and our classmates, you know, they just came around. They were like, "Hey, mommy, we enjoyed your chin chin. We enjoyed. Please, can you make for us?" That they've never enjoyed that kind of chin chin before. I was like, "Ha, you get." So that they've not seen that kind of chin chin that is so soft. I was like, wow, like they really enjoyed it, and I promised them I was going to make, okay, the chin for them, okay, before they will be rounding off their senior work because they are writing senior work. So guys, these children, like, they were so excited that I was going to make this chin for them. Do you understand? So I'm telling you what the result of this chin was. Like, once you have a taste of this chin, like, you're definitely going to love it. Anyone can enjoy it, like kids, okay, that is still even growing teeth. Once you drop it in the baby's mouth, it will just melt in the baby's mouth. So your baby can still enjoy chin chin. Okay, so chin chin must not be hard. Okay, it must not be hard. You can still get a soft chin chin without adding baking powder. So just take your time to mix. Like I said, you keep mixing until you get a non-sticky dough. So guys, I was super excited, you know. because of the feedback those children gave me. I was super excited that okay. I was so excited. Of course, my daughter has enjoyed this kind of changing, so she was not. That one was not a problem. It was her classmate that you know that the thing was like they couldn't hold it. They had no option had to tell me to make for them. So guys, after mixing, you're going to transfer it to a flat surface and you keep kneading. You're going to do this for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm sharing with you the tricks. So that's why I said make sure that you take your time to watch the process of how I made this video. It's not about getting the ingredient or jumping to the description section to get the ingredient. It's about staying throughout the video to get the process. In as much as the ingredient matters, the process also matters. Very, very important. So you have to take your time to knead this for about 15 to 20 minutes. Yes, it's part of the process, and that is what you should know if you want to actually get a particular and the same result I got. Okay, yes, we have the ingredients, we also have the process, which is all part of the results I got. So that was why I say you should make sure that you watch this video to the end. It's not about getting the ingredient. So take your time to knead and knead. Just keep kneading, like I said, until about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, and you're going to move over to the next process. So after that, this is what we have. The next is to spread our chin chin dough, and of course to cut it into a desired shape. Okay, you can decide to cut into any desired shape and desired size or sizes. Okay, so at this point, this is where your choice or your choices of how you want your chin chin to be, like the shape of your chin chin. Okay, this one is left to you. But for me, I've been cutting chin chin the normal way. I said, okay, let me just make this one longer. Are you getting me? Let me just make this particular one longer. So I had to, cut the chin chin to be a little bit longer. So I'm using my wheel cutter. You can use anything that works well with you. If you don't have wheel cutter, you can get knife, just anything that could make you cut your chin chin dough well to achieve your desired shape and size. Okay, you must not have a wheel cutter, but it's also advisable for you to get a wheel cutter. But if you don't have a wheel cutter, just look for anything that that could make you cut your chin chin to your desired shape and sizes perfectly. So as you guys can see, this is the shape I'm giving mine. Like I said, you can go for any type of shape. You can cut it small anyhow you want it. This is your choice here. I'm not to tell you the particular shape to cut your chin chin, but we all know the normal shape is small. But I said I've had too much of small shape of chin chin. Let me just do a different thing. Okay, so that was why I decided to come up with this shape. As you guys can see, just a little bit longer. Okay, and yeah, that is it, and we are done with the cutting. So I'm going to transfer into a tray. You can as well sprinkle flour on this, okay, to hasten up the process, like to make you get the dough off the surface like fast, right? You can just sprinkle some flour on the dough. Okay, so this is what we have, guys, and as you guys can see, the shape is very nice. Like the shape is nice. So this is what we have, guys. So like I said, just sprinkle flour, which I'm going to do later. Okay, just to make things faster. As you guys can see, okay, I just sprinkled some flour on it to make me get it off as fast as possible. Okay, so this flour is optional, but I decided to tell you that okay, you can still use flour, right, to sprinkle on your chin chin dough. So this is what we have, guys, and it's ready to be fried. So the next step is to heat up your oil. Okay, you're going to heat up your oil. Make sure that your oil is not too hot. Make sure that the heat is not too high. Okay, you want to fry this on a medium heat, not too high, not too low, because if it's high, it's going to burn. So transfer your chin chin dough into the oil. So like I said, if the heat is too high, it's going to burn without cooking inside, and if it's low, it's going to soak oil. So you don't want any of them either. Okay, you want a perfect chin chin that didn't soak oil and it cooked well inside. Okay, so you're going to be stirring it at intervals, okay, to avoid burning too. Okay, so guys, our chin chin is coming to shape, it's coming to light. So I want you to try out this chin chin recipe. Like I said, the ingredients and the recipe will be in the description. For those that ask me where description usually is, just once you click on the arrow, you're going to see the description under this video. You click on the arrow, it takes you to the description. Well, like I said, make sure that you watch this video up to this point and you're going to be glad you did. So our chin chin is ready once it's golden brown. Once it's golden brown, light brown, golden brown, okay, you get it off the heat. So guys, this is chin chin. As you guys can see, guys, it was so yummy, so crunchy and soft, like melt in the mouth. So transfer to a paper towel or a strainer or a sieve, okay, to drain excess oil. So you don't want it to soak oil when it's done, so you need to transfer so that it's into a strainer so that it to strain oil like so. Okay, so this is what we have, guys. And chin chin is red. Are you seeing how this chin chin is? Like, guys, is as tasty as you're seeing it. Like, as how yummy it is looking is as tasty as that. So just take a look at this. Thank you so much and see you guys in my next one. Have a lovely day. Bye.